Recognizing the importance of boundaries is about understanding that your time, energy, and emotional well-being are not infinite resources to be given away freely without consideration. Boundaries are essential for maintaining your sense of self and protecting your inner peace. When you fail to establish and enforce boundaries, you open yourself up to being taken advantage of, drained, and ultimately disrespected. You might think that being endlessly accommodating, always saying yes, and bending over backward for others is an act of kindness, but in reality, it often leads to burnout and resentment. Healthy boundaries are not walls that shut people out. They are the guidelines that define how you interact with the world and how you expect the world to interact with you. They are the lines that you draw to protect your time, your energy, and your emotional well-being. When you set boundaries, you communicate to others that you value yourself and your needs. It's about teaching others how to treat you and letting them know what is acceptable and what isn't. Without boundaries, you may find yourself in situations where your kindness is mistaken for weakness, where your generosity is exploited, and where your good nature is taken for granted. Establishing boundaries requires self-awareness and the courage to stand up for yourself. It means knowing your limits and being honest about them. It means being able to say no without guilt and yes with full intention. It's about being clear and direct about what you need and what you won't tolerate. When you recognize the importance of boundaries, you give yourself the power to choose how you want to live your life. You stop living according to the demands and expectations of others and start living in a way that honors your values and priorities. Boundaries are also a form of self-respect. When you set boundaries, you are essentially telling yourself that you are worth protecting. You are worth the effort it takes to maintain your peace of mind. You are worth the space you need to recharge and the time you need to focus on your own goals. Boundaries are an affirmation of your right to exist on your own terms, free from the pressures to conform to others' desires or to constantly put others before yourself. However, setting boundaries is not always easy. It often requires you to confront uncomfortable situations and difficult conversations. It might mean disappointing others or facing backlash for not always being available or agreeable. But these challenges are necessary for your growth and well-being. Boundaries are not about being unkind or selfish. They are about self-preservation and self-love. They are about ensuring that you have enough left in the tank to give to the things and people that truly matter to you. In recognizing the importance of boundaries, you also begin to understand that they are not just about saying no to others, but also about saying yes to yourself. Yes to your dreams, yes to your health, yes to your happiness. Boundaries allow you to focus on what truly matters in your life without being distracted or depleted by the demands of others. They give you the freedom to be your authentic self, to pursue your passions, and to live a life that is aligned with your values. Boundaries are a crucial part of self-care. They are the invisible fence that keeps your garden of life from being trampled on by those who may not appreciate its beauty. They are the shield that protects your heart and soul from being worn down by the expectations and needs of others. When you honor your boundaries, you honor yourself. You create a life where you are in control, where you decide what comes in and what stays out. Boundaries empower you to live authentically, to be true to yourself, and to navigate life with a sense of purpose and peace. Prioritizing self-respect is the foundation upon which all other aspects of your life are built. It's about valuing yourself enough to demand that others do the same. When you prioritize self-respect, you set the standard for how you are treated in every interaction, relationship, and situation. It's recognizing that you deserve to be treated with dignity, that your feelings matter, and that your needs are just as important as anyone else's. Self-respect begins with self-awareness. It's about knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you will and will not tolerate. It means understanding your worth and refusing to settle for anything less than what you deserve. When you respect yourself, you don't allow others to belittle you, manipulate you, or take advantage of you. You stand firm in your beliefs and values, and you don't compromise them to please others. Self-respect is the armor that protects you from the negativity and disrespect of the world around you. Respecting yourself also means taking responsibility for your life. It's about being accountable for your actions and decisions and not blaming others for your circumstances. It means holding yourself to a high standard and striving to be the best version of yourself every day. Self-respect is not about being perfect. It's about recognizing your flaws and mistakes and working to improve them. It's about setting goals and pursuing them with determination and integrity, knowing that you are capable of achieving great things. Prioritizing self-respect also means setting boundaries that protect your time, energy, and well-being. It's about saying no to things that don't serve you and yes to the things that do. It's about not allowing others to impose their will on you and not being afraid to stand up for yourself when necessary. Self-respect is about having the courage to walk away from situations and people that are toxic or harmful, even if it means being alone for a while. It's about choosing peace over chaos and self-love over self-sacrifice. When you prioritize self-respect, you begin to see yourself differently. You start to believe in your own worth and you stop seeking validation from others. You no longer need the approval of others to feel good about yourself because you know that you are enough just as you are. You become more confident in your abilities and more secure in your decisions. You stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own journey. Self-respect gives you the strength to face challenges head-on, knowing that you have the power to overcome them. Self-respect is also about taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's about making choices that are in your best interest and not allowing others to dictate how you live your life. It means eating well, exercising, and getting enough rest because you know that your body deserves to be treated with care. It means taking time for yourself to relax, recharge, and reflect because you know that your mental health is just as important as your physical health. It means surrounding yourself with people who uplift you and letting go of those who bring you down because you know that you deserve to be surrounded by love and positivity. When you respect yourself, you also inspire others to respect you. People will treat you the way you treat yourself, and when they see that you hold yourself in high regard, they will do the same. Self-respect is contagious. It sets the tone for how others interact with you. It teaches others how to treat you, and it sends a clear message that you will not tolerate anything less than respect. When you prioritize self-respect, you create an environment where you are valued and appreciated for who you are, not just for what you can do for others. Prioritizing self-respect is a lifelong journey. It's about continuously growing and evolving and never settling for less than you deserve. It's about being kind to yourself even when you make mistakes and giving yourself the grace to learn and grow from them. It's about celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, and recognizing that you are worthy of all the good things life has to offer. Self-respect is the key to a fulfilling and meaningful life because it allows you to live authentically with confidence and purpose. When you prioritize self-respect, you empower yourself to make choices that align with your values and goals. You stop letting fear or insecurity dictate your actions, and you start living in a way that honors who you are. Self-respect gives you the strength to pursue your dreams even when others doubt you, and the resilience to keep going, even when the road gets tough. It allows you to take risks, knowing that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Ultimately, self-respect is about living a life that is true to who you are. It's about being proud of the person you are and not allowing anyone to diminish your light. It's about standing tall in your truth and not apologizing for who you are. When you respect yourself, you attract respect from others, and you create a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and joy. Self-respect is the foundation of a life well lived, and it is the most important gift you can give yourself. Embracing assertiveness is about stepping into your power with confidence and clarity. It's understanding that your voice matters, that your opinions are valid, and that you have the right to express your thoughts and feelings without fear or hesitation. Assertiveness is not about being aggressive or domineering. It's about being clear, direct, and respectful in your communication. It's about standing up for yourself in a way that honors your dignity and the dignity of others. To embrace assertiveness, you must first recognize your own worth. You must believe that what you have to say is important and that your needs deserve to be met. This begins with self-awareness, knowing your values, understanding your boundaries, and being clear about what you will and will not accept. When you are assertive, you communicate these things effectively, ensuring that others understand where you stand and what you expect. Being assertive means being honest with yourself and others. It's about expressing your thoughts and feelings openly and honestly without downplaying or dismissing them. When you embrace assertiveness, you speak your truth even when it's difficult, and you do so with integrity. You don't shy away from difficult conversations or tough decisions because you know that avoiding them only leads to misunderstandings and resentment. Instead, you face these situations head on with the confidence that you can handle whatever comes your way. Assertiveness also involves listening to others and respecting their perspectives. It's about engaging in two-way communication where both parties feel heard and understood. When you are assertive, you don't just push your own agenda, you also take the time to listen to what others have to say, and you respond thoughtfully. You recognize that assertiveness is a balance between expressing your own needs and respecting the needs of others. It's about finding common ground and working towards solutions that benefit everyone involved. To be assertive, you must also be willing to set and enforce boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your time, energy, and well-being. When you set boundaries, you are asserting your right to prioritize your own needs and to say no when something doesn't serve you. Embracing assertiveness means being firm in your boundaries and not allowing others to overstep them. It's about being clear about what you will and will not tolerate and standing your ground when necessary. Boundaries are a form of self-respect, and when you are assertive, you ensure that others respect them as well. Embracing assertiveness also means being confident in your decisions. It's about trusting your judgment and not second-guessing yourself. When you make a decision, you stand by it, knowing that you have considered all the necessary factors and made the best choice for yourself. Assertiveness involves taking responsibility for your actions and being accountable for the outcomes of your decisions. It's about being proactive rather than reactive and taking control of your life instead of letting others dictate it. Assertiveness is also about handling criticism and conflict with grace. When you are assertive, you don't shy away from feedback, but you also don't let it diminish your self-worth. You listen to criticism with an open mind, but you filter it through your own values and beliefs. You stand firm in your convictions even when others disagree, and you handle conflict with maturity and poise. Assertiveness is about being strong yet flexible, firm yet compassionate. It's about knowing when to stand your ground and when to compromise. Embracing assertiveness requires practice and patience. It's a skill that develops over time. As you become more comfortable with expressing yourself and standing up for what you believe in. It involves pushing past your fears and insecurities and stepping into situations that may feel uncomfortable or challenging. But with each step, you become more confident in your ability to assert yourself and more comfortable with the power that comes from speaking your truth. When you embrace assertiveness, you empower yourself to live a life that is true to who you are. You stop letting others dictate your actions or decisions, and you start taking control of your own destiny. Assertiveness allows you to pursue your goals with determination and focus without being swayed by the opinions or demands of others. It gives you the strength to stand up for yourself in difficult situations and the confidence to navigate life's challenges with resilience and grace. Assertiveness is not just about speaking up, it's also about showing up as your authentic self. It's about being unapologetically you and not shrinking to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. When you are assertive, you embrace your uniqueness and take pride in who you are. You don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Instead, you move forward with confidence and clarity, knowing that you have the power to create the life you want. Embracing assertiveness also means surrounding yourself with people who support and respect you. You seek out relationships that are based on mutual respect and understanding, and you distance yourself from those who try to undermine or diminish you. You build a network of support that uplifts and empowers you, and you reciprocate that support by being there for others. Assertiveness is about creating a positive and empowering environment where everyone is encouraged to speak their truth and live authentically. Ultimately, embracing assertiveness is about living a life that is aligned with your values and true to your inner self. It's about having the courage to be who you are and the confidence to express yourself fully. When you are assertive, you create a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. You take control of your destiny, and you live with the knowledge that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of all the good things life has to offer. Understanding the power of saying no is a crucial aspect of maintaining your personal boundaries, protecting your energy, and prioritizing what truly matters in your life. Saying no is not about being selfish or unkind. It's about recognizing that you have a finite amount of time, energy, and resources, and that you must allocate them in ways that align with your values, goals, and well-being. It's about making intentional choices that serve your highest good, rather than spreading yourself too thin by trying to please everyone. The power of saying no lies in its ability to free you from obligations that do not serve you. Often we say yes out of a desire to be helpful, to avoid disappointing others, or because we fear conflict or rejection. However, constantly saying yes can lead to burnout, resentment, and a sense of losing control over your own life. When you say no, you are taking a stand for your own needs and priorities. You are acknowledging that your time and energy are valuable and that you have the right to protect them. Saying no also empowers you to focus on what truly matters. By turning down requests or opportunities that do not align with your goals, you create space for the things that do. It allows you to channel your energy into pursuits that bring you joy, fulfillment, and growth. When you say no to distractions, you say yes to your own success and happiness. It's about being strategic with your time and ensuring that you are dedicating it to the activities and relationships that enhance your life. Moreover, saying no helps to build your self-respect and confidence. When you assertively decline a request, you are standing up for yourself and asserting your right to make choices that are in your best interest. It's a powerful act of self-care and self-love. By saying no, you are affirming that your needs and boundaries are just as important as those of others. This strengthens your sense of self-worth and reinforces the belief that you deserve to live a life that is true to you. Learning to say no also teaches others how to treat you. When you consistently set and enforce your boundaries, you send a clear message that you will not be taken advantage of or overextended. This can lead to healthier and more respectful relationships as others learn to honor your limits and appreciate the times when you do say yes. It also prevents you from becoming a people pleaser who sacrifices their own well-being for the sake of others' expectations. Saying no is not always easy, especially when it involves people you care about or when it requires turning down opportunities that seem appealing on the surface. However, it's important to remember that every no is a yes to something else, whether that's more time for self-care, space for creative pursuits, or energy for the people and projects that truly matter to you. It's about being intentional with your choices and understanding that you cannot do everything or be everything to everyone. To effectively say no, it's essential to be clear and assertive in your communication. This means being direct, honest, and respectful when declining a request. You don't need to provide lengthy explanations or apologies for your decision. A simple, polite, and firm no is often sufficient. It's also helpful to practice saying no in different scenarios so that you become more comfortable and confident in setting boundaries. Another important aspect of saying no is recognizing the situations in which you need to do so. This involves being attuned to your own needs, values, and limits. When you feel overwhelmed, stressed, or stretched too thin, it's often a sign that you need to start saying no more often. It's about listening to your intuition and honoring the signals your body and mind give you when you're taking on too much. Understanding the power of saying no also means letting go of guilt or fear associated with it. It's common to worry about how others will react when you say no, but it's important to remember that you are not responsible for their feelings. Your primary responsibility is to yourself and your well-being. By saying no, you are not being unkind or unreasonable. You are simply taking care of yourself and making choices that are aligned with your values and priorities. In many cases, saying no can actually lead to more positive outcomes. It can open the door to opportunities that are a better fit for you, allow you to maintain your energy and focus, and help you build stronger, more authentic relationships. When you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you create the space and freedom to say yes to something that does. It's about being selective and intentional with your commitments and ensuring that they are in line with your vision for your life. Understanding the power of saying no also involves recognizing that it's not just about turning down requests from others, it's also about setting boundaries with yourself. This means saying no to your own tendencies to overcommit, procrastinate, or engage in habits that drain your energy or distract you from your goals. It's about being disciplined and mindful of how you spend your time and energy and making choices that support your long-term well-being and success. Ultimately, the power of saying no lies in its ability to empower you to live a life that is true to yourself. It allows you to take control of your time, energy, and resources, and to make choices that align with your values and priorities. By saying no to what doesn't serve you, you are saying yes to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and authenticity. Cultivating inner strength is about building a foundation within yourself that can withstand the challenges, pressures, and uncertainties of life. It's about nurturing the resilience, determination, and self-belief that will carry you through difficult times, enabling you to face adversity with courage and grace. Inner strength is not something that you are born with. It's something that you develop through experience, self-reflection, and a commitment to personal growth. The journey to cultivating inner strength begins with self-awareness. You must take the time to understand your own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. This involves being honest with yourself about your fears, insecurities, and limitations. It's about recognizing the areas in your life where you feel vulnerable or weak and committing to strengthening those areas. Self-awareness is the first step in building inner strength because it allows you to identify the patterns and triggers that hold you back. When you know yourself deeply, you can start to make conscious choices that empower you rather than diminish you. Another key aspect of cultivating inner strength is developing a mindset of resilience. Life is full of challenges, and it's inevitable that you will face setbacks and obstacles along the way. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from these challenges, to pick yourself up after a fall, and to keep moving forward even when the road is tough. Resilience is not about being unbreakable, it's about being able to recover and grow stronger after difficult experiences. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for growth, rather than as insurmountable barriers. To cultivate inner strength, you must also learn to manage your emotions effectively. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Instead, it's about developing emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Emotional intelligence allows you to navigate difficult situations with composure and clarity, rather than being overwhelmed by your feelings. It enables you to stay grounded and focused even in the face of intense emotions like anger, fear, or sadness. Building inner strength also requires developing a strong sense of self-belief. You must believe in your own abilities, your own worth, and your own capacity to overcome challenges. This self-belief is not about arrogance or overconfidence. It's about having a deep, unshakable conviction that you are capable of handling whatever life throws your way. Self-belief is the fuel that drives you to keep going, even when the odds are against you. It's what gives you the courage to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams with determination. In addition to self-belief, cultivating inner strength involves setting and maintaining clear boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your energy, your time, and your mental and emotional well-being. They help you to prioritize your own needs and to avoid getting caught up in the demands and expectations of others. Setting boundaries is not about being selfish, it's about recognizing your own limits and ensuring that you have the space and resources to take care of yourself. Strong boundaries are a sign of inner strength because they reflect a deep respect for yourself and your own needs. Cultivating inner strength also means developing a strong sense of purpose. When you have a clear sense of purpose, you are more resilient, more focused, and more determined to overcome challenges. Purpose gives you a reason to keep going, even when things get tough. It provides you with a sense of direction and motivation, helping you to stay on track and to persevere through difficult times. To cultivate inner strength, you must take the time to discover what truly matters to you, what gives your life meaning and fulfillment, and commit to living in alignment with that purpose. Another important aspect of cultivating inner strength is practicing self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to control your impulses, to stay focused on your goals, and to make choices that support your long-term well-being and success. It's about developing the habits and routines that keep you on track, even when you don't feel like it. Self-discipline is a key component of inner strength because it allows you to stay committed to your goals and to push through challenges, even when the going gets tough. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. To build inner strength, you must also cultivate a mindset of gratitude. Gratitude helps you to stay positive and focused on the good in your life, even when you are facing challenges. It reminds you of the blessings you have and the progress you've made, helping you to stay motivated and optimistic. Gratitude is a powerful tool for building inner strength because it shifts your focus away from what's wrong and towards what's right. It helps you to stay grounded and centered even in the midst of adversity. Another key element in cultivating inner strength is developing a support system. Surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, who uplift you, and who support your growth is essential for building inner strength. A strong support system provides you with encouragement, guidance, and perspective when you need it most. It reminds you that you are not alone in your journey and that there are people who care about you and want to see you succeed. Building and maintaining strong, positive relationships is a crucial part of cultivating inner strength. Finally, cultivating inner strength involves practicing self-care. Taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional health is essential for building the resilience and energy you need to face life's challenges. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's about making sure that you are nourished, rested, and balanced so that you can show up as your best self in every aspect of your life. Self-care includes everything from getting enough sleep and eating well to taking time for relaxation, reflection, and personal growth. When you take care of yourself, you are building the foundation of inner strength that will sustain you through whatever life throws your way. Balancing compassion with toughness is about finding the equilibrium between kindness and firmness, between understanding and setting boundaries. It's the art of caring deeply for others while maintaining a strong sense of self-respect and self-preservation. Compassion is the ability to empathize with others, to feel their pain, and to offer support, love, and kindness in times of need. Toughness, on the other hand, is the strength to stand your ground, to protect your own well-being, and to enforce the boundaries necessary for your own mental and emotional health. Compassion is a powerful force that connects us to others. It allows us to understand the struggles and challenges that people face, and it motivates us to extend a helping hand. When we approach the world with compassion, we are open to the experiences of others, and we seek to make a positive difference in their lives. Compassion is what makes us human. It's the source of our empathy, our kindness, and our desire to lift others up. However, without the balance of toughness, compassion can sometimes lead to self-sacrifice or burnout. When we are overly compassionate without setting limits, we may find ourselves giving too much, neglecting our own needs, or allowing others to take advantage of our kindness. Toughness is the counterbalance to compassion. It's the ability to say no when necessary, to set boundaries that protect your own well-being, and to stand firm in the face of pressure or manipulation. Toughness doesn't mean being harsh or unkind. Rather, it means being strong and resolute in your convictions. It's about knowing your own worth and refusing to compromise your values or your mental and emotional health for the sake of others. Toughness allows you to maintain your integrity and your sense of self, even when you are deeply empathetic and compassionate. The key to balancing compassion with toughness lies in self-awareness. You must be aware of your own limits and boundaries, and you must be willing to enforce them even in the face of resistance. This means recognizing when you are giving too much, when you are feeling drained or overwhelmed, and when it's time to step back and take care of yourself. It also means being clear about your own values and priorities and not allowing others to push you beyond what you are comfortable with. Toughness requires the courage to stand up for yourself, to assert your needs and boundaries, and to be unapologetic about protecting your own well-being. Balancing compassion with toughness also requires emotional intelligence. This involves understanding your own emotions and the emotions of others, and being able to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics with grace and skill. Emotional intelligence allows you to be compassionate without being overly attached or enmeshed in the emotions of others. It helps you to offer support and empathy while still maintaining a sense of detachment and objectivity. With emotional intelligence, you can be compassionate without losing yourself in the process, and you can be tough without becoming cold or unfeeling. Another important aspect of balancing compassion with toughness is the ability to practice self-compassion. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and care that you would offer to others. It means recognizing your own worth and taking care of your own needs, even as you care for others. When you practice self-compassion, you are able to replenish your own emotional reserves so that you have the strength and energy to be compassionate towards others. Self-compassion also helps you to avoid the pitfalls of overgiving or self-neglect, as it reminds you that your own well-being is just as important as the well-being of those around you. In addition, balancing compassion with toughness involves the ability to make tough decisions when necessary. There are times when compassion may compel you to make difficult choices, such as ending a toxic relationship, setting firm boundaries with a loved one, or saying no to a request that would overextend you. These decisions require toughness because they often involve prioritizing your own well-being or the greater good over immediate comfort or ease. However, they are also acts of compassion because they ultimately serve to protect your long-term health, happiness, and success. And making tough decisions with compassion means doing what is right, even when it is difficult, and being willing to face the consequences with grace and resolve. Another crucial element in balancing compassion with toughness is the practice of assertiveness. Assertiveness is the ability to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a clear, direct, and respectful manner. It's about standing up for yourself while still being considerate of others. Assertiveness allows you to communicate your boundaries and expectations without being aggressive or passive. It enables you to be compassionate towards others while also being true to yourself. When you are assertive, you are able to balance compassion with toughness by being both kind and firm in your interactions with others. Finally, balancing compassion with toughness requires the ability to forgive. Forgiveness is an act of compassion that frees you from the burden of resentment and anger. However, forgiveness also requires toughness because it often involves letting go of the desire for revenge or retribution and choosing to move forward with peace and grace. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior or allowing others to take advantage of you. Rather, it's about releasing yourself from the emotional grip of past hurts and reclaiming your own power. Forgiveness allows you to be compassionate towards others while also being tough enough to protect your own heart and mind from the corrosive effects of bitterness. In essence, balancing compassion with toughness is about living with both an open heart and a strong backbone. It's about being kind, empathetic, and caring while also being strong, resilient, and self-assured. It's about giving to others without losing yourself and standing up for yourself without losing your humanity. When you master the art of balancing compassion with toughness, you are able to navigate the complexities of life with grace, wisdom, and inner strength. In conclusion, the journey of balancing compassion with toughness is one of the most profound and empowering paths you can walk. It's about embracing your capacity to love and care for others while steadfastly protecting your own well-being and dignity. This delicate dance requires self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and the courage to set boundaries that honor your values and needs. When you cultivate both compassion and toughness, you unlock the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength, offering kindness without losing yourself and standing firm without losing your heart. This balance not only enriches your relationships and interactions with others, but also deepens your connection with yourself, allowing you to live a life that is both fulfilling and true to who you are.